Hello, I'm Andrea Coulter, your modern day medicine woman, and welcome back to my fifth and final part of my Healthy Summer Glow video series. Now this week we are talking about sport injuries. Now injuries in any particular sense, but what I find often in summertime is that because of our syphilitic miasm influence, which is our inherited tendencies, we all are born with predispositions and in genetically not modified, but genetically inherited particular disease states that we tend to resonate with fairly strongly, and some more than others. And the syphilitic miasm, which yes, comes from the chronic disease syphilis, creates a state of mind. All true diseases, if you've been following me in any capacity, you know I talk about how every disease has a state of mind first and foremost. And syphilis state of mind is very destructive, very self-destructive. So this is why we often see in the summertime way more weird, random, unusual accidents and injuries and illnesses that just come out of the blue, like you would never have expected it. Often, super healthy young people just dropping dead of heart attacks in the heat of the summer. And we blame it on the heat or overexertion or various other things, but to be quite honest, there is that underlying predisposition. So this is why sport injuries are so big in the summertime, because we get going a little too hard. Maybe we've been doing nothing all winter, and then the sun comes out and the snow goes away. If you're in the area that I live in, we get a fair bit of snow at times, and so we're always excited to get outside and get doing something more in the great outdoors than we normally do in the winter, which then leads to often injuries. However, there is always a state of mind behind everything, I promise you. And so when it comes to injuries, I often have people look at, where is it that you're not feeling in control in your life? Are you not being consciously attentive to yourself and honoring yourself? Are you pushing yourself a little too hard? Are you trying to do something beyond your own capacity? And if you are, why is that? It is a bit of a self-sabotaging, negative, view of your own self and what you are capable of. So often accidents and injuries don't just happen. You're in a very negative place to begin with. You're maybe having a negative state of mind. You're trying to control the situation. You're a perfectionist. You're trying to be ultimate and perfect at whatever it is you happen to be doing. And you know what? You're just not going with the flow. You're not going with the flow of life. And you're creating rigidity even at the musculoskeletal level, which then leads you to be more prone and susceptible to injuring yourself. So number one of sport injuries is always being attentive to the state of mind, especially going into an event. If you are playing soccer or baseball or tennis or water skiing or whatever you happen to be doing, check your state of mind before you go to the event, before you even start to do anything. Are you in a good place? Are you happy? Are you light? Are you joyful? Are you willing to let whatever needs to unfold, and trust that you know what you're doing in the right way? So be attentive to your state of mind with all injuries, absolutely. So having said that, if you don't happen to be in control of your state of mind and you do get an injury, then there are lots of great ways that you can certainly help to recover. Now, going back to the state of mind, remember, in my Healthy Summer Glow Kit, you will get a remedy not only to help you resolve the injury faster and more efficiently, but you will also, have a remedy that you can use preventatively. Again, all remedies can be used preventatively and also curatively. That's the cool thing about dynamic medicine. Now, there are also mantras that you can use to help resolve that state of mind. There's all kinds of great ideas in my booklet for that. But physically, how do we help? Once there is an injury, obviously we all know the first thing to do is ice it. And yes, elevate and ice is always the best thing to do initially, is so that the swelling doesn't get totally out of control, because swelling out of control can also create other problems. Now, having said that, often what people do is they get a little too overexuberant with the suppression of the symptoms, and that's another big thing I wanted to talk about today. There are great natural ways that you can go in and help the body resolve. The dynamic medicine, those remedies that I have in my kit are amazing at helping the body to heal and repair. I have so many testimonials, honestly, from that remedy that, you know, it would blow your mind if you've never tried them. And once you have tried them, you'll be even more amazed. So I would certainly use the remedy, but there are other things in this family that we also do. You know, supporting it by wrapping it, you know, so that you're not having to take a painkiller or an antisuppressant or, you know, an anti-inflammatory or an icing agent. Oh, nothing drives me more crazy than people who suppress the pain and inflammation and then think that they're better. And then what happens? Well, you end up going out and re-injuring yourself. And you don't want that. We all want to have a fun, enjoyable summer. We want to enjoy those sports that we like to do in the summertime. So be attentive to your state of mind. And if you can't, then do some, you know, real healing afterwards. Like, you know, Tromil cream is a really good cream. We always use this in our family. You can put it on. It has dynamic remedies in it, so it also helps. There's another company, Dr. Rickweg, and he has R30 is an incredible ointment, very similar to Tromil that I often use. I even use it on my horse. So it's a great ointment. It helps to naturally go in by law of similars with dynamic remedies and help the tissue to release that trauma. There is this cool little product that I also get, and I don't know if anybody else has ever seen this. I'm still trying to figure out how to order it in myself, but I do go to a physio guy who has these, and it's a Chinese herbal combination, but they're strips, and they kind of smell really strong because they're strong herbals, but they work amazing. My family, especially the guys, love those things. They put them on everywhere that they have an ache or a pain because it takes the swelling down and the pain really, really quickly. So there's lots of great ways, and my kit has even more ideas on how to get rid of pain and inflammation naturally without suppressing. And then the final point I want to make is if you've injured yourself, state of mind put you there, maybe you're being asked to slow down. Maybe you need to take the time to rest and recover. And that is the other life lesson of an injury, is to maybe you need to stop. So honor yourself, check in before you do an event, make sure you're in a really good place, and if you're not, do some mental work around it before you do get in there, because I don't want to see you get injured. I want to see you have a fabulous summer, and hopefully you've been having a fabulous summer, and I'm hoping that these videos have really given you some really interesting ideas and tips and suggestions and helped you to have an even greater summer, healthier, vital, glowing summer than you've, you know, maybe had in the past. And if you like even more support, then by all means go and get my kit. It's going to be on sale only for one more week. At the end of the next week, it will go back to its regular price. So by all means, jump in and grab your kit and enjoy it, and then give me lots of great feedback, because I want to hear all kinds of great feedback. So enjoy your week. Enjoy the rest of your summer, because we'll be done with the video series as of now. And I wish you all the healthiest, glowing, vivacious summer you deserve. In true resident health, take care, and thank you for being a part of this video series. Blessings.